What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be talking to you all about Tux's sleeping arrangements. But before I start showing you how he sleeps in this current home that we're in, let me just quickly remind you that when we first got Tux, we was in a 1-bedroom flat. I'm sure most of you existing subscribers will remember the first ever videos that I made and when he first arrived. So let me quickly address that and remind you guys, when he first arrived, on the first 2 nights Tux was crying. Now, I've been told by many Doberman owners and many other dog owners that when their dogs or their puppies first arrive, etc., they do cry quite a lot. So for me, I was lucky because he only did it for 2 nights. But bear in mind, we was only in a 1-bedroom flat, so we was practically in the next room. Hence the reason why he probably didn't go on for so long. He only cried for literally 2 nights because maybe he can hear us in the next room, so he felt a bit of comfort and he felt okay. But on the second night after he did cry, when it came to the 3rd night, and he started crying a little bit. As soon as he started crying, what we thought we'd do, because we got one of my old t-shirts or something that I wasn't using, some of that smelled like me, and I put it in his cage. He settled straight away. Now, that was perfect. So he got on quite well after that. He had no problems, he didn't cry or anything, he just slept like a baby. But when we moved to the house, which we're in now, it's a 2-bedroom house, it started again. So I'm going to start showing you where we first put him in the house, and then where he is now, and how he's been getting on. Let me show you. I was going to work my way backwards, guys, but it's going to be a little bit confusing for me. So let me just show you from the beginning when he first arrived in this house. Let's flip the camera. Excuse the flooring and even the stairs. Look at this. We've not had a chance to do the carpet or this flooring yet. Like I said, we've not been in this house long. We've only just moved in. Anyway, so when you first come into the house, the front door's there. When you come through, here is obviously the front room, sorry, is in there. Kitchen's here, and the stairs to go upstairs is here. So there's this little store cupboard here. So I thought, sorry mummy. So this little store cupboard here, we thought is absolutely perfect for him. Obviously it was empty before. It was empty, and I literally just put his crate in here. And there was this little shelf, so I could put all the dog stuff there. There was a little window, so we thought obviously if it gets a little bit hot, we can open the window, or if it starts smelling, we can get a bit of ventilation in here. So we thought this was perfect. We put him in here. Every single night he cried. It was actually very, very irritating. It was prolonged. Obviously we had to like try and bear patience, and we was trying to ignore it, not giving in to his demands. I basically tried to get him to like have like my clothes and stuff, and like have some of that smell like me so he can calm down. It didn't work. He kept crying. We literally needed a lot of patience, and to be honest with you, it really did piss me off quite a lot, and I felt like ripping my hair out. Sometimes I shouted at him, sometimes I was telling him off, sometimes I shut the door as well as the crate, but it didn't work. So we just had to bear patience. And what we did is we started leaving him in there in small dosages. Now it worked, but eventually we realised one of the main reasons he was crying is because it was a little bit cold. So don't forget guys, Dobermans only have one coat of hair, or one coat, whatever it is, but they're more prone to get cold. So we felt a bit cruel, so instead of putting him there, I moved him to a different spot. Now let me show you. So when you come into the kitchen, excuse the mess, not a chance to clean up. So back door's there, the garden's here. So from here, I set him up under the stairs. Again, excuse the mess, guys, but actually, do you know what? Don't excuse the mess in here. This is the dog's place. He's the one who's made this mess. Can you see what he's done here? I tried to be nice to him. I put some underlay down and some carpet, but this little bugger has ripped it all up and chewed the underlay, destroyed it. But if that's how he's comfortable, that's how he's comfortable. Anyway, so basically under the stairs is a lot warmer than that store cupboard. So I brought him into here, I put his crate here, and he was okay. He didn't used to cry as much. He did a little bit, don't get me wrong, but when I fixed the routine, he was okay. When we started sleeping at certain times, maybe because obviously it was a new home and a new environment, he wasn't used to it. So it was a little bit uncomfortable for him. So I've set him up in here now. First it was just his crate and his 2 bowls. So he had a little bit of room to walk around, but not much. And I used this, I think, because when we first got into here, we had a single bed, just temporarily. But I don't need the bed frame anymore, so I've been using the side bits of the bed frame. Can you see this? I use that, I just pull it here as a barrier. so it's tall enough for him not to climb over or anything. And I put that extra piece of worktop which I had from my desk, what I made. I used that for weight to lean on it. But yeah, I took the crate out. I'm going to show you what I've done with that in a minute. But I've used that other part of the bed frame here, and now it's got a lot of room to walk around. This is literally his area. I'm going to stick some shelves on the wall here and put so I'm going to put a few shelves there, and I'm going to put all his stuff there, his toys, his toiletries and everything else, so then the store cupboard can clear a little bit for my wife. Yeah, so this is his main room, his main spot. I feed him here. This is his sanctuary. He feels comfortable here. Most of the time he spends there. Obviously when I make the daily routine video, I'll show you how often he's in there and how often he's in the other places. Okay, let's fast forward to the next spot. So the second spot, guys, is on top of the stairs here, the landing. It's not big, but obviously it's enough for him to sleep on. So every night, well, most nights, sorry, we'll let Tux come here and sleep at nights. So he'll sleep here. He doesn't really need a bed or anything. He sleeps on the carpet very comfortably, as a matter of fact. I will get him a bed eventually, but he sleeps here on the landing. He makes himself comfortable. And yeah, he loves it because we're just in the next room. He's not allowed in the master bedroom. Cheeky buggers ran in a couple of times when we left the door open, but he's not allowed in there, and he's not allowed in the front room because obviously we have the baby crawling around, and it's just we just feel like it's a bit unclean. So yeah, he sleeps here at night times. He's happy just to know we're in there. He settles here straight away because he knows when I bring him up here at a certain time, he knows, right, this is bedtime. So we'll take him for his last wee and his last poo, and when we come up and we're getting ready for bed, we're in there, he can hear us, and then he'll settle here on the floor. So what I usually tend to do is when I put him here, I close that door, I close the toilet door, my office door, and I close the kitchen door and the storeroom door, so he can't destroy anything. There's nothing in between. Sometimes I let him take a toy upstairs so he can play with it, but these doors will usually stay closed so he can't destroy anything. I leave this door open with the gate there in the way. He doesn't go over this anyway, but I leave that open because of the cat. She roams around and stuff, and I don't want her to feel claustrophobic. So yeah, that's the second spot. The last spot, guys, I'm going to give you a tip here as well. So I've temporarily brought the crate into here, into the front room. Now, bear in mind, when I first got this crate, it was a perfect size for him. But now he's grown. He's gone much bigger. I think this is, I'm not sure if it's a medium or a large, but I've seen somebody else, one of my friends got an XL, and that's much bigger than this. Now Tux has grown a lot ever since I've got that. He can't barely walk around in it. He can just about turn around. He can lie down comfortably, don't get me wrong, but he cannot stand up in it. It's too short for him. So recently I decided that I was going to cut a hole in the top so he can stand and stick his head out a little bit. But I figured out there's these little clips here. Excuse the rope. There's these little clips. I don't know if it's focusing, but yeah. So I took the whole roof bit off. So now when he goes in, he can stand up. It's not going to be bad for his back. He can pop his head out. I've started using this crate to bring him into the front room. So when we sat here watching TV, for example, or watching a movie, sometimes we're going to let him in here and chill, like after we've been out, etc. But we want him to feel part of the family, because I'm going to mention this in another video that I make, and I'm going to explain a few things. But basically, we don't want Tux to feel like he's just there, because he sees the way me and my missus are with the baby. He sees the way we are with the cat. He knows we're capable of showing love and being affectionate. Now, of course, we want Tux to be a protection dog, a guard dog, and the rest of it. But we can't just neglect him. He's not a stupid animal. He's clever. He's very clever. He's wise. He can see when we're being affectionate towards the cat, Lily. He can see when we're being affectionate towards the baby. So in his head, he's gonna think, why is he being left out? Do you understand? So we don't want to just stick him in the store cupboard. I know some people that are just leaving the dog outside in a shed, or they're just leaving the dog downstairs or in the back in certain rooms. Yeah, they might have a room allocated to him, but it's like they're not letting the dog see what's going on within the family. Now, let me ask you a question. If you've seen one of your colleagues or an associate being attacked or being like bullied, yeah, you might support them and back it, but when it comes to your family, it's completely different, right? There's no hesitation. If I see one of my colleagues getting like picked on, I'd support him, I'd be there for him. But if it was with my family member, it's a lot more personal. Do you understand? So I want Tux to feel like that. He's going to be getting into like protection and bright training work, like professional work soon. I know I said in a previous video that I was going to do it all myself, but I've had a change of heart, and I think, like I've been advised by many people, and I do agree with them, that he should get professional help. And to be honest with you, I don't even know what I'm doing, so I'd rather get it done properly. But at least in the meantime, whilst he's at home, whilst I've got him sleeping in certain bits, like his area, when we need our own space, which he's starting to respect, he's got his crate now where he can chill with us when we're on the chill vibes, and when we're going to sleep, he's got a spot upstairs where he can sleep with us. So he doesn't feel like he's just there on the outskirts like a neglected dog. Do you understand? So yeah, so to cut a long story short, guys, I want Tux to feel like he's part of our family. I want him to feel like he's part of us, so when he protects us, when he backs us, he's doing it with all his heart and all his might. Do you understand? I hope you guys have found this video helpful, useful or interesting. Anyways, guys, you know how it is. Please show some support, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell and leave a thumbs up. And if you found this video useful, or you think somebody else might, please share this, and I'd really appreciate it. Until next time, guys. Oh, sorry, I was going to mention, guys, one more thing. I'm stuck in between two videos that I want to make, and I don't know which one to do next. So you guys tell me which one you think I should do first, and then obviously I'll do the other one second. But leave it in the comments down below so I know which one you guys are wanting me to do first. One, it's a well overdue video. A daily routine. So I've not done a daily routine video with Tux yet. So if you want that one, let me know in the comments down below. Or if you want me to do an update on his raw meal or raw diet, shall I say, let me know, because there's a lot of things that I've been learning as I've been going along. So hit me up on the comments down below. Whichever one gets more votes, I'm going to do that one next. Until next time, guys, I'll see you in the next one.